name's Kim Lovegrove. I've entered into a collaboration with an old friend of mine, David Lawn, to do a film set in Addis, focusing on HIV, the scourge of Africa, and the remarkable work done by an organisation, Hope for Children. In this particular film, we will be firstly taking you through, I suppose, some random context shots of Ethiopia. It's an incredible country with a remarkable history. First ever remains of a human being, Lucy. You cannot divorce the modern from the old. It's one of the oldest faiths in the world, the Coptic faith, complemented by the Muslim faith. And the people, Coptic and Muslim alike, are deeply devout. And religion is central to the fabric of Ethiopian life. When we go to HFC, we're interviewing 3 of the people on the board of directors there, and they will explain the cause of HIV. Pleasure to introduce Ababa Aman. He is a preacher, and also he teaches morals and ethics at the local school to the children. Now, do you think there's a moral problem between HIV and a lack of morality in terms of the sexual arena?
Yes, I will teach them or preach them about sexuality.
Yes. In terms of protection though, what do you promote?
Their age, they are adults. I will teach them the fear of God.
If Ethiopia is such a religious country, such a spiritual country, why is there so much HIV?
It is our sexual relation traditionally, it is hidden. Yes. Anyone cannot talk clearly about sexuality. I'm introducing Mr. Nuri Muhammad. He is a representative from the Islamic community in the area. Is there a problem in the Islamic community with HIV?
እኔ እስካሁን ድረስ በሙስሊሙ አንድ ልጅ ብቻ በኛ ሰፈር ያለችው ተጥንቶ
ግን የኤድስ ችግር አለው
ኤድስ ችግሩ ይኖራል
ሙስሊሞች
ይኖራል
ምክንያቱ ምንድነው ብለው ያስባሉ ምክንያቱም የሙስሊም
So would his view be if young Ethiopians follow the Quran and they follow the preachings of Allah, there will be no problem with HIV?
ያገኛሉ ወደ ውጭ ይሄዳሉ በመስጊድ ነው የሚሉ
Yes, he said it can be a solution because the youngsters will be staying in the mosques for most of their time, so it will have its effect on containing them from other practices.
Pleasure meeting you, my friend. Introducing Sister Freya. She works in a local health centre and she's very much privy to the plight of HIV. Now, Sister, what do you think is the prime reason for the proliferation and widespread of HIV in Addis?
It's our culture. Our culture is not a good culture because sexual intercourse is not doing in front.
It's not talked about. Now, what is the main age group that's contracting HIV?
18, 19 years, up to now 40, 45.
In terms of older people, would they be married and having affairs on the side, or what's the cause of that?
They go some other places without any condom or protecting
Prostitution?
Things. Yeah, not prostitution only.
Is prostitution a problem here? Is it a key contributor to HIV?
Yeah.
And is alcohol a contributing factor?
Because of that, they go to another woman.
Do you think things are going to get better, and how will they get better?
By health education.
Is the church advocating safe sex, condoms at all, or just total abstinence outside marriage?
In our church room, no.
No.
Before marriage, there is no sex.
In Tota Mariam, it's a confronting place. 7,000 people at a village where there's a tremendous amount of human tragedy. And the people that we will be interviewing, we have to honour them because it took great courage on their part to give us frank interviews.
Okay, so Rahel, what is this young lady's name?
Ababa. And this gentleman's name? Kasu. Janastalin? Now, this gentleman had to be carried out because he's had HIV for 7 years and he's effectively paralysed in the legs, although he has recently started some antiviral treatment and he's making a very gradual improvement. This young lady is 16 years of age. She's had HIV for quite some time, and again, she has no mobility in her legs, so she's given antiviral treatment. If she's plugged into sponsorship infrastructure of the likes of HFC, then she will gradually recover. Kausa doesn't have any family. His parents and family were at a remote province, so to all intents and purposes he's disenfranchised, disconnected from any type of familial infrastructure. He was a labourer before he got HIV, so once he gets his mobility back, he wants to work again. I want you to explain to him, please, Rahel, this, that he's very brave. How many years has Potakan been paralysed?
3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
And how long has she had HIV?
ካወቅሽው ምን ያህል ጊዜ ነው? ቆይቷል።
ምን ያህል አመት ገምች?
አንድ 5 ዓመት።
5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
And how old is she now?
33.
33. Does she have children?
No.
No children?
የላት።
Husband?
የላት.
Yeah. And does she know how she got HIV, or is that too private?
Yes, she explained all for me.
So she'll explain to you how she got HIV later?
Explain after forward.
And does her father, mother, do they know about her HIV?
በከሰበት አውጣች ነው
ወደ ያሉ በእናትሽ መባትሽ ማለት
አባት የለኝም እናቴ ደካማ ነች
አቋሉ
እናት አለኝ አባት የለኝም
አባት የለኝም
ስለአንቺ ሁኔታ ያውቃሉ አሁን
አልፎ ያውቃሉ
ታውቃል ምናትሽ ታውቃለች
Who's looking after her?
ማን ነው የሚንከባከብሽ
እዚህ በቃ እነሱ ነው
የቤቱ አከራይ ነው እነሱ
her neighbor and the owner of the house.
Is this the neighbor? So this is the neighbor and she's HIV and she looks after her because she's paralyzed.
She started to take the ART.
Danastaline, how do you do? And your name?
ስምሽ ማን ነው?
ትግስቴ
Started the antiviral treatment.
ጀምረሻል መድኃኒቱን? Yes, she's there.
How long?
ስንት ጊዜ ሆነሽ?
2 ዓመት
2 years.
2 years? And how long did you have HIV before you started the treatment?
መድኃኒቱን ከመጀመርሽ በፊት ምን ያህል ጊዜ ነው? ማለት just ከያዝሽ ጀምሮ?
ከያዘ 5 ዓመት
5 years.
5 years. Were you getting terribly sick before the treatment?
ከዛ በፊት ያምሽ ነበረ ከመድኃኒቱ በፊት ማለት በጣም ያምሽ ነበር? Yes.
Is there any social ostracization with regards to HIV?
ለምሳሌ ማግለል ምንድን ነበር?
ያው HIV ያው ከተዋወቀ ወዲህ ማለት በሬዲዮም በማንኛውም ነገር ሲታወቅ ማግለል አለ በቃ እቃ የበላ ነው በበላንበት ምግብ እቃውን አይጠቀምም ውሃም ጠጥተን በዛኛው አይጠጡም ማግለል አለ ምን አለ አይጣፍጭ ነው እንዴ መጣው እንደዚህ ከምሰቃይ በመድኃኒት ህይወት ላጠፋ ነበር እዚያ ላይ ከማጠፋ አንጦጦ አዲስ አበባ ሲባል አዲስ አበባን አላውቅም እንዲሁ ጣፍጭ ነው መጣው ዝም ማግለል አለ
How did she get here? Did she walk or did she use a bus? How did she manage to get to the holy place?
ያው ጸበሉ እዚህ ያለ እንደተባለ እዚያ ሰማለሁ አዎ እናቴ ችግረኛ ናጣላ እየጠመቀሽ ነው የምታስተምረኝ ጨርሻለሁ ተመረኝ ጨርሼ በቃ መጣውን ብር ሳጣ ከሷ አጣላ ሸጣ ቆርቆሮ ታደስ ያስቀመጠችውን ብር ሳልቄ ለትራንስፖርት 200 ብር ይዤ መጣሁ ከዚያም በኋላ እዚህ ቤት አሁን ካለው እሷ ከምሰራባት ጎረቤት ሁኜ ደባል 3 4 5 ሆነን ያለለ በዚያን ሰዓት የሚከፍለን የቤት ኪራይ የአዲስ አበባ ጻድቃን ናቸው እየመጡ የሚከፍሉ
ስለዚህ በትራንስፖርት ነው የመጣው
She's a young lady, she's 18 years of age and she's not pregnant. What you see in terms of her distended abdomen, seriously distended abdomen, is a tumour. She contracted HIV as a young 17-year-old from her boyfriend. I asked where the boyfriend is. She said she doesn't know. She came to Addis to come to the holy place, and fortuitously met Ababa. Ababa has, through HFC, given her some assistance, and she's now on antiviral treatment. She was horrifically ill, shocking vomiting, shocking dysentery. I asked her whether she's getting any support from her family, and she said, well, no.
She said to you, I have no parents. Please help me. Please help me. For my life, save my life. She says this one. Please save my life. She says this one. Please save my life. Please save my life. She says this one.
She's very kindly given us this interview, and we're going to do everything that we can in our power with God's help to help this beautiful person. Chet,
Good.
it's great catching up with you again, and thank you very much for doing this interview. And the purpose of this interview will be, you'll be talking about Hope for the Children, the NGO that you established in the mid-90s, doing extraordinary work for children from an HIV background. What's your vision?
My vision in the future is I want to help more children. I want Hope for Children to be sustainable. I have a plan to build a school or a hospital, and if we even have one hospital or a higher clinic in our community, it will be sustainable. We need to buy land and to do some construction. There are a lot of people in the world, in Australia, in America, in Canada, medical personnel who really want to help our community voluntarily. This time now we are going to focus on building a school or hospital. I want everyone to help.
Let's go and have a look at HFC, an organisation that looks after 800 HIV affected families. Chance conspired to make a great many Ethiopians, and for that matter people in underprivileged societies, to live in abject poverty. The purpose of this film was to bring the plight of HIV and the suffering of the people, combined with the extraordinary work that's carried out by HFC, into Australian consciousness.